What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Thank you all for clicking on the video. I really do appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, helps out the video huge. Hit that subscribe button if you're kind enough to do so. Make sure you ring the bell. That way you know when I do a Giants video like this, a live stream, a lot of Giants live streams, content, all kinds of stuff. Going to be very busy for the next 4 months between the Giants, Yankees, Lakers, all that good stuff. You're going to want to come along for the roller coaster ride that is the Giants. Make sure you subscribe. Stop in the live streams. They're always a lot of fun. You never know what you're going to get in a live stream. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. That helps as well. Leave a comment about Kenny Golladay. What do you think about Kenny Golladay? And Kenny Golladay is not happy, which I did a video a couple days ago. Said the dude was a bum because I'm not happy. Well, Kadarius Toney didn't seem to mind not having a lot of snaps as long as they won. Just goes to show you that Kenny Golladay is a me first guy. Me first. What about me? What the hell is the team? What about me? It's not about what's best for the team. It's about me. Ryan Daboll don't give a flying fig about your feelings, Golladay. So I want to go over what he said here for the New York Post. Paul Schwartz of the New York Post reported this. And they said whether the lack of activity was because of his practice habits or because the new coaching staff doesn't believe he's earned more time. Golladay says differently. Golladay says, I should be playing regardless. That's a fact. So, he says that. And then, they told him that he wasn't going to play week 2 pretty much. And Golladay said, I don't like that decision whatsoever. Even people on the team were like, what's going on? I doubt anybody on the team was like, what's going on? The fans were saying what's going on because we don't know. We're not down on the sidelines. So obviously when we're watching the game, we're like, where the hell is Golladay? Is Golladay hurt? Why is Golladay not playing? Brian Daboll said it right in training camp. The guys that earn the playing time are going to get the playing time. What has Golladay done to earn the playing time? That's just what it is. And then, he said, where did I see this? It wasn't like there was an argument going back and forth. Golladay said, I just accepted what he said. And Daboll told him that you're not going to play. And he said, well, we'll just have to agree to disagree. And he's obviously not happy. He says it's confusing and, all this other stuff. We're not going to get into all the trading and everything else. We're going into week 3. We're going to see how it goes. There's a lot of football left. He said it's probably like it's going to be a little different. He said, I think it's going to be a little different as far as week 3 and his playing time goes. I'm preparing like I'm going to be playing, but who knows? He says, I came here to play. I'm pretty sure they're also paying me to play. They want to see more, I guess. I really don't agree with it or like it, but I can only control what I control. That's coming to work every day. If I was in the game, I feel like I'm doing everything I could have done. We won at the end of the day, which is good. It is a strange dichotomy of the New York Giants. Brian Daboll don't care about your talent level. Brian Daboll doesn't give a damn about your salary. Brian Daboll doesn't care about your past accomplishments. Brian Daboll wants to win football games. Brian Daboll wants to build a different culture. It's a popular word with the Giants. It's been a popular word for years. You're changing the culture. Changing the culture. We got to get players in here that are changing the culture. Well, I don't know what kind of players Daboll and Shane are looking for. Winning changes culture. I've said that a number of times. Winning builds the culture. They're winning without these two guys. And what is going to happen is Brian Daboll and Joe Shane, Brandon Brown, they're all going to look at each other and go, we don't need these guys to win. These guys were not brought here by any of them. Brandon Brown, Joe Shane, Brian Daboll, they inherited these Dave Gettleman guys. They inherited Daniel Jones. They inherited Kadarius Toney. They inherited Kenny Golladay. So the future of those 3 guys is definitely very questionable, and probably they're not future New York Giants. Now, Barkley was inherited, but there's a part of me that thinks Barkley's going to be here. I just have a feeling they will find a way to keep Barkley. They're going to have $50 to $80 million in cap space, I believe, going into next year. It's going to be a much different offseason for this front office, for the brain trust of the Giants. Much different. They have a lot more flexibility, and they've also have their own scouting department, so they can go out and do the scouting that they want to for the players that they want to. The other thing is, these guys come in here with their own system, their own schemes. their playbook, guys that they want to play in this scheme. Maybe Kenny Golladay don't fit it at all. Maybe I can't say Kadarius Toney doesn't fit at all. Why did they draft Wan'Dale Robinson? The Kadarius Toney thing is weird. Maybe they're just not a fan of his lack of practice, his effort in practice. A lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we don't see as fans. All we see is Kadarius Toney and what he can do when he has the ball in his hands. And we're like, why isn't he playing? Why isn't he playing? Well, again, when you're the New York Giants and you've won 22 games in the last 5 years coming into this season, and this is the first time since the end of the 2016 season that you've been above 500, feels good to win. When you're a really bad team, and you've been a really bad team, when you continue to do the same things over and over and over and over and over again and expect a different result, that is a definition of insanity. That is like never changing your being overweight, never changing your diet, never exercising and wondering, why can't I lose weight? Or if you're trying to gain weight and you don't eat any more food and you don't eat any more calories and you continue to do the same things that you've been doing and you sit there and go, why can't I gain any weight? Or if you're at a job that you don't like and you continue the same thing over and over and over and over again and you don't change anything, why would you be able to get a promotion? It's anything in life. It's not just football. Well, Brian Daboll, right? He comes in here. He's doing things completely differently. There is no way on God's green earth Joe Judge would have done that. There's no way Jason Garrett would have done that. There's no way Dave Gettleman would have cut a guy like Blake Martinez before the year started. There's no way he would have made moves that kind of rocked the boat. We're trying to sink that boat that they took the boat trip on in 2016 because we ain't been good since then. So maybe that boat's got a hole in it, starting to take on some damn water. It's going to sink to the bottom. We can move on and be a really good team again. But they're doing things differently here. And I like that Daboll's rewarding the guys that practice and try hard. Kenny Golladay, maybe he's just resting on his laurels. Well, they pay me to play. No. Dave Gettleman paid you to play. Not Joe Shane. Not Brian Daboll. Not Brandon Brown. They didn't pay you to play. They did not give you the contract. They inherited that contract. It's kind of like when you have a job and you work for an owner and that owner sells the company and they kind of shift in what they want to do and you're really not good at it. And they decide, you know what? You're going to take on a lesser role because I want the guy that actually tries hard and is a go-getter. Maybe Brian Daboll and Joe Shane and company, maybe they see these guys as, we got paid. We don't need to try. I'm a first-round pick. I'm a $72 million guy. I'm going to see the field regardless. Maybe they feel they don't have the hunger or the desire to win, and guys like David Sills and Richie James, who have had to fight and scrap and claw their entire careers to get to this point, to make an NFL team, to get on that field every day, they're going to give 150% effort because they know if they don't, they're gone. These are guys that have to fight. So maybe that's what Daboll wants, is a bunch of fighters, a bunch of scrappers, a bunch of guys with heart, a bunch of guys that are in it to win it. Maybe that's what Coach Daboll wants. And you know what? You've seen it because the Giants the last 2 weeks have had to come from behind and win. They showed resolve. They showed grit. They showed toughness. Has it been pretty? No. But has it been effective? Yes. It's effective enough to be one of the 6 undefeated teams in the NFL. Now, are we going to continue to be undefeated? Who knows? Can we win on Monday night against Dallas? Absolutely. Can we lose just as easily? Absolutely. The Giants haven't blown the doors off anybody. The Giants are kind of turning heads up. Whoa, the Giants are 2-0. Whoa, hey, how about them Giants? Giants are 2-0. That's happening. But nobody's looking at the Giants going, world beaters over there. Changing the culture. Getting players that want to win. Getting players that give max effort. Maybe that's what these guys want. Maybe that's the kind of culture they're trying to build. Maybe they're showing, hey, I don't give a damn who you are, where you came from, how much you're paid. That means nothing to me. Everybody here is equal. And the guys that try the hardest are the guys that are going to be on the field. So if you don't like it, Kenny Golladay, you should be playing. Why don't you put some damn effort into your practices? Maybe that's what they're looking for. You didn't put any effort into training camp. A lot of guys that were there said you didn't. And the video's out there. Bad routes, not running 100% all the way down the field, not running for a ball, not laying out. A lot of that stuff. Well, coaching staff sees that. Previous regime would have said, oh, I don't care. He's making $72 million. We paid him to be here. We don't care if he doesn't try or give 100% max effort. So if you don't like it, change it, Mr. Golladay, right? Like I just said, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Well, whatever the hell you have done or are doing, do something different. If you want to get your ass back out in that field and you want to play, do something that you haven't done since Brian Daboll got here. Really that simple. Now, is he only going to get 2 steps against Dallas? I would venture a guess that he'll get more, but how much? Who knows? Something we'll have to keep an eye on. It is what it is. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. I do appreciate you watching. If you haven't done so, please hit the like, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Make sure you come back for future Giants streams and content, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. It's Bad Diggy Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.